Hey everyone, this is Philip, and this is the best of the week for the Everyday Fighter podcast.
A lot of folks, if they hear cancer, I mean, they're already thinking, oh shoot, 50-50 kind of a thing. But was that on your mind, or was it like you were just like, was it really for you just a speed bump?
When they told me that they think I had leukemia, I had no idea what the hell that was. I'm not even gonna lie. My mom immediately knew what it was. I mean, she had said it right there, so I was like, wow, this cancer. It's one of those things, ignorance is bliss in that sense at the beginning for the first 2 days. And I had already put it in my mind because we had, like I said, I was hospitalized from Friday to Monday. There was no going home. I was in the hospital, and I had already put it in my mind, the worst. So I was like, all right, this is cancer, because they're like, listen, it could be diabetes. It could be a lot of different things, but I had already put it in my mind, as weird as that is, I think that may be the fighter mindset. Like, hey, come out expecting the worst, prepare for the best, expect the worst,
Yeah.
So, it was already in my mind. And then when I knew it was, official, I mean, yeah, it was just in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to beat this thing. You know what I mean? And I think now being, I'm 32 years old now, it would be a whole difference. You would be on that 50-50 mindset 100% as an adult, things like that. As a kid, you're just relentless, with your mindset. And I think it was a healthy mindset that I had that, that was, I don't want to say that's what, modern science also beat cancer, but that healthy mindset definitely got me through it, that, hey, this is just, I'm sick, you know what I mean? And as bad as that fight was, you know what I mean? I was in there for a year, all kinds of, the chemotherapy, all the worst stuff. I was like, I'm going to beat this, I never ever thought once that I'm like, I can't beat this,
Yeah.
And I had a great, my family was amazing. They were right behind me, supportive and stuff like that. My dad I think he was the one who kind of made that mind structure with everybody in my family, my mom, my dad, or my brothers, my sister, like, hey, this is just going to be a speed bump, which it was, and that, just like in the ring, you know what I mean? Everything's a fight. You just got to, fight hard essentially, So, I mean, I talk everything in my mind to fighting especially at this point, whether it's work or, relationships, whatever it is, I do the same thing, especially with a situation like that,
In this particular context, in this particular environment, let's reduce. And it's not about being minimalist just for the sake of being minimalist or reducing. It's for a purpose, right? It's for you to improve and to be able to watch yourself and watch your progress or regression more easily because you have less to have to focus on, right? So this applies very well in the ring and on the mat, but something that you can apply outside as well in your everyday life, in your career, in your relationships with your family, with your friends, with yourself. Right? That relationship with yourself is, what can I get rid of that will help me in this particular season of my life, in this particular context, in this moment, right? And it doesn't have to be something that is physical in terms of a possession, right? A physical possession that you can hold in your hands. It could be a thought. It could be something you learned in the past and you continually just repeat it to yourself over and over, consciously or subconsciously. A belief that you've had over the years that it may have helped you in the past to push through and to get to a certain level of success or accomplishment. But for you to move on to the next level in your life, to the next season of your life, you're going to have to get rid of that. You're going to have to eliminate that. And it may be just eliminating that. It's not about, okay, I have to take this new course, or I have to get this degree, or I have to, get this, that, or the other thing to help me out, to replace anything. It's just, hey, let's just get rid of this limiting belief that I'm not enough, or I need more education, or I need more friends to be able to do X, Y, and Z, or to be X, Y, and Z.